have seen an evolution in the yarn aisle. Textures and fibers, they appear to be growing, as in growing in size. In fact, giant spools are what's prompting our projects to get even bigger and bolder. Today on our craft table, we apply those oversized textures to a motif everybody loves, the bright, the happy rainbow. We are DIYing yarn rainbows today with crafter Sarah Freeman. She's here to show us how to make a handful of darling wall hangings, sure to brighten really any room in the house, but particularly a little lady, right?
Yes, and that's kind of, I have a lot of little ladies at home.
Yes, you do.
So we use a lot of rainbows in our house, but we throw them in wherever we can.
Yeah,
really.
we're not going to discriminate when it comes to
we
this
put them all over our house.
Beautiful
really,
shape and these beautiful textures. And talk to me about that a little bit. Really, we're seeing this trend on the yarn aisle where they're going jumbo.
Yes, they are. I mean, if you go down any craft store aisle, they have the typical smaller, you know, thinner strands, but they also now offer these giant spools of yarn. They're kind of pricey sometimes, so you want to wait for like a coupon or a sale. But they are just luscious. They're huge, and they're just you just want to use them for everything.
You almost want to get a little diving board in the craft store and just jump right into the center of that wrapped piece. How yummy. That inspired this first rainbow project, which, as we talked about the fibers going oversized, this is oversized. This is amazing.
I had to do something big with this because it lends itself so well. This large yarn just lends itself well to a bigger project.
Yes.
And we needed something above my daughter's bed, and I thought, why not make a giant rainbow?
That's a tricky space
it is.
to decorate, because depending on the size of your headboard, there can be a good amount of wall.
Yes.
And you filled it so beautifully. Does she love it? I bet
she
she's tickled.
love. Well, I had to bring it in today, so she was a little mad that I had to remove it from its wall spot.
Whose room is this?
This is Poppy's room.
Poppy, thanks for the loan.
Thank you.
Goodness.
Yes, thank you, Poppy.
Okay, what is behind this? What's stabilizing
I
this?
used a foam board to make this. So if you are really like crafty with wood, you could make this out of wood, but I don't touch heavy machinery.
You know what?
You're
like, not my thing.
Nope. I just know that
to my lane. But we also like something lightweight over that.
And that actually makes it really a lot safer for kids. Like to put it over a bed or something, if you're using the foam core, like it's going to be a lot safer if it falls.
This isn't just one piece of foam core, I imagine.
No, I wanted it bigger than just one piece. So I actually used two together.
Okay.
And I can actually show you. This is a smaller size. I just brought a smaller version to show on the show, but I stuck them together like this way. If you really wanted it like more like
oblong,
fat, yes, you could go this way, but I liked the shape more if I had them both vertically.
Okay.
And then you tape them. So like you just use your packing tape.
Hey, you've got a nice little stabilizer there. I need to up my game.
Nice?
Yeah, that is nice.
I know. I mean,
I'm
I
still
was
wrestling
saying
with
that
the handgun.
Oh, but that is handy for if you need to, like, you know, seal some packages.
I guess.
Anyway, you'll tape both of these together on both sides, and you're actually going to do it again once you cut it out, just to make sure it's pretty secure. But once you glue the yarn on anyway, it really is going to help hold them together.
Sure, that will stabilize through all the seams.
Yes.
And it's just hot glue?
Yes, it's hot glue, and you can even get like your elementary math skills.
Did you make a protractor?
I did. Or a compass.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, I haven't said either of those words in a really long time.
My daughter actually brought a protractor home. Poppy did, and I was like, oh, a protractor. Let's talk about a protractor.
To my childhood.
So you use like a compass, and you can make. I mean, I'm just doing a small version here.
Yeah.
And that's how you are gonna make like your shape.
Lines.
And you'll want a smaller one on the inside as well.
And keep getting bigger.
And get bigger and bigger, you know, however big you want.
Yeah.
You might need to sort of measure it from the edges if you want.
Here, can I move this over for us?
Yes, we are done with that guy.
Okay.
And then this is just a small version. No, this was a lot bigger at home.
Yes.
And you use like an X-Acto knife or scissors just to kind of cut it out. And it doesn't matter if it has kind of a rough edge, we're gonna cover it up anyway.
Yeah.
So then once we have that, we'll turn this way, and it doesn't matter if it has like a label, whatever it is, you'll want to lay your yarn out ahead of time to make sure that it fits. Like you wanna kind of place it.
Sure.
Pre-place and then you're going to just hot glue. Now a little tip,
Please.
You will need more hot glue than you think you do.
Okay.
Like way more. So get a lot of hot glue sticks because you're going to need them all.
Okay.
And don't try to do hot glue all the way across the first time because it will not be hot enough if you try to go. Yeah.
Okay.
Do little bits at a time.
Good tips.
Lay out all of your yarn, do all that, trim your ends to make sure that they are kind of even.
Sarah, it's so fun.
And yes, you're going to end up with a giant rainbow.
So fun. Such a smart use for these fibers and these fluffy bits and pieces that we want to play with, we want to decorate with.
So we did Scrappy last time too on the show, and so I kind of incorporated some of the Scrappy elements with this as well.
I love it. I love it. A few other rainbow designs. You made kind of a mobile here.
Yes, so that one is wood, but I didn't cut it. I pre-bought some wood half circles, which you can find on Amazon, or like Walmart sometimes has them, craft stores have them. So that I didn't have to cut myself, which is good.
But same idea, gluing.
Same idea.
But these drip.
Glue.
These drip down, which is kind of fun.
Yes, they do.
The movement is fun. And then what you do over here?
This one is one of these large embroideries. Embroidery hoops. And my husband got out our gardening shears, and we cut it in half. And then this one is not hot glued, but it's almost as easy.
Okay.
This one is actually, we'll move this guy out of the way. This one is a tying method. So you just are going to like tie a knot.
Okay.
It can't be easier.
I like how you laugh. No, please give us easy.
No, look at that.
That's
like,
what we want. Oh.
So simple.
Oh.
And they even, like coming further down, they'll stick because this is sort of rough.
It's gritty.
And the yarn will hold. For thick ones, you may only want to do one strand down instead of the double because sometimes it's a little too bulky. You don't want quite as much of that particular yarn.
It's like a dream catcher. Remember those? We haven't said that word, that phrase in a while.
No, but they're really, really simple.
What a great girls group project or a youth camp project. And your little pom-poms to close us out.
So these are the Scrappy pom-poms that we made on the show last time. I used a little bit of it's like floral wire.
Yeah.
And if you just insert that into the center of your pom-poms, that's all it is that's holding it together. It'll keep its form. It's super easy.
You just string the wire through the palm.
String it through the center like you would a garland.
Okay, first of all, girls would flip to have these items in their room. Secondly, the fact that they can make them with mom or with grandma.
Yes, pick out and they can customize and match your colors in your room.
Oh, kind of fun. I love it. She's so inspiring. All things fibers, all things yarn. She's your gal. How can we connect and see more of your projects?
You can find me on Instagram at apricotpolkadot, and you can find my website at apricotpolkadot.com.
Do you sell any of these?
I don't.
No, but she helps us make them.
You can make your own.
I know. Thanks for inspiring us in all the right ways. Apricot Polka Dot will link you over from our website. We'll also post a tutorial for those little scrappy palms too if you want to learn backwards with us and
those are fun
catch up on what we learned last time. Thank you so much.